Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do Mortal Kombat 11 online gameplay with Rambo. Real quick, for every 100 subscriber this channel gets, I'm going to do a $100 giveaway to one lucky subscriber. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the like button down below. And remember, any donation, big or small, will help the channel grow. Thank you and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, here we go. Let's play online. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright, so let's get into John Rambo, right? Let's get into his story real quick. So, in 1982, Sylvester Stallone started in a film about a Vietnam veteran who was forced to relive his past trauma and return to a life of war after a local sheriff began hassling him. Now, that guy was asking for it. Like, come on. All you had to do was treat the man with, human dignity. But you gotta watch that first movie to see, like, come on, bro. He asked for that shit. My man was just walking through minding his own business. Alright, let's get into this fight real quick. Hold up. Let me see who's gonna get the first hit. I'm glad Mortal Kombat 11 brought Rambo. Like, he's a badass character, man. Ooh.
Is that a problem, soldier?
Now that's a badass line. Alright, let's see who gets first hit. Oosh. Take that, bitch. Alright, so let's go back to the story. So it says here, the film was originally supposed to end with Stallone's character, John Rambo, dying, rather continuing to suffer as an outcast. But Stallone resisted the idea. And First Blood was ultimately released with an ending that saw Rambo living to fight another day, and another day after that. Nearly 4 decades later, John Rambo is still fighting his battle on the big screen. First Blood Part 2 followed the original film in 1985. Rambo 3 came along in 1988, and then Stallone carried on the story with Rambo in 2008, providing that he still had the classic John Rambo ruthlessness 20 years after the franchise had seemingly come to an end. Now, with Rambo, The Last Blood on the horizon, we are retracting every bloody step of John Rambo's life. So, who is John Rambo, right? Now, it says here, John Rambo was born in Arizona on July 6, 1947. And what little we know of his early life is, put all together from various references he and other characters have made to it over the course of the 4 films so far. Now, we know his mother died when he was very young, and that he grew learning how to work with horses on his estranged father's ranch. His father was an abusive alcoholic who threatened young Rambo's life, and the two nearly killed each other on one occasion. Damn, that's fucked up. Look at this special. Here we go. Got it. Let's see you keep screaming after that. Alright, let's see how our next opponent does real quick. Alright, here we go. So, let's find a new opponent. Let's go. Let's do this. So, it says here, they nearly killed each other on one occasion. Now, his partial Navajo ancestry meant that he has also spent time with the local Navajo elders in Arizona, where he learned how to use his bow and arrow with such skills. Now, that to me, that's news, because I never knew where he learned how, I just thought he was that skilled from the military or whatever. But now we get it. Now he learned it from that. That's good. I didn't know that. So, Rambo's ongoing problem at home, which ultimately led him to disconnect from his father almost entirely. Now, in the movie Rambo in 2008, which is the last Rambo I have seen. I haven't seen the last one. It says in Rambo in Rambo 2008, he admits that he doesn't even know if his father's still alive. So I hope I don't get no spoilers here myself, because I have not seen the last movie. Now it says here, when pushed behind him, right? When he put everything behind him, when he was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1966 at the age of 18. After 9 months of training, he was deployed to Vietnam, where he would come to learn his greatest talent might be as a natural warrior. Now, Jesus, how the I mean, I know it's a movie, but come on, it just goes to show credit that the U.S. Army, right, took someone, molded him out of clay, right, in 9 months made him into like the ultimate killing machine. Like that's what they do. And again, I know it's just the movie, but I'm just hyping it up, bro. Like I don't know. Okay, so Rambo's initial military service in Vietnam was actually one small taste of what was coming for him. He served 2 tours with the 101 Airborne before returning to the United States to begin the kind of training that will ultimately make him a legend. Rambo underwent extensive combat and survival training, learning to speak many languages. So hold on, so it wasn't the 9 months, okay. Many languages of Southeast Asia. Now it says here, and he became a proficient in numerous types of weaponry, from vehicles to handguns. He quickly became a Green Beret. And as soon after that, he was sent back to Vietnam as part of Baker Team, an 8-man group of a Special Forces elite who specialize in classified missions. And that's where the movie takes after, like part 1. So it says here, Rambo continued working in deep cover and reconnaissance mission, with some additional training until he was captured by the Viet Cong after an ambush, and he became a prisoner of war. For the next several months, he watched his captors torture his comrades from Baker Team, as he was tortured himself, via hard labor and sleep deprivation, and on top of all that, he was tied up and cut with a knife, which gave him his trademark scars, right, which we all saw. Now it says here, unfortunately, Rambo managed to escape the POW camp. He returned to the military service, but deep in trauma, because that has to be hella traumatic. Ooh, gonna get him with the special. Wait for it. Got him. Alright, so it says here, he returned to the military service, but deep in trauma. He was suffered and began to show through it in the form of a nervous breakdown. And eventually, the man was horribly discharged. Oh, dishonorably discharged. That's fucked up, like, come on. Alright, let's see what else it says here. Now, over the course of his military career, Rambo was credited with 59 confirmed kills, and he earned 4 Bronze Stars, 2 Silver Stars, and 4 Purple Hearts, the Distinguished Service Cross, and the Congressional Medal of Honor. Yet you have the balls to fucking dishonorably discharge him? Fuck you. Again, I know it's a movie, but like, come on. If you're gonna give this man all these fucking titles, why fuck him in the end? Like, come on. Anyways, it says here, Medal of Honor for his service to his country. Now, when he returns home, though, he finds the American less than hospitable, like, to the Vietnam veterans, and he spent the next 5 years struggling as a post-traumatic stress disorder from the war, and it went untreated because they didn't have that type of help back then. And again, you know, this is a war hero, and this is how you fucking treated him and shit. Like, that was pretty messed up too. Now it says here, in December of 1981, Rambo traveled to the Washington state to visit Delmar Berry, a friend from Baker Team, only to be told that Berry's family that he had died as a result of the Agent Orange exposure that made Rambo the last surviving member of Baker Team. Damn, that's fucked up. That's all happens in the beginning of the movie, though. They explain all that. Okay, so Rambo moved on, and he wandered into a nearby town of Hope, where the local sheriff Will tried to quickly usher him out of town of fear that he would cause trouble. Rambo, who was just looking for something to eat, went back into the Hope town anyways, leading Will to arrest him. Will's deputies began harassing and threatening Rambo at the police station, causing him to have flashback of his time as a prisoner of war. And then suddenly, the man just snapped. Going into a Vietnam War mode, using his Green Beret skills, Rambo fought his way out of the police station before making his getaway on a stolen motorcycle. Got him with the special again. Yeah, we gotta find a new opponent after this. Alright, so it says here, In the ensuing search, Will's deputy, Art Galt, began firing at Rambo from a helicopter. Desperate, Rambo jumped from the cliff face to a tree, injuring himself in the process. With Galt bearing down on him, Rambo retaliated by hurling a rock at the chopper. As a result, the helicopter pilot lost control and Galt fell to his death. Yet Rambo hadn't mean to kill the guy, and yet it was self-defense. But he was not now he is wanted for killing a police officer. Yeah, he's fucked now. Dismayed over the death of Galt, Rambo tried to convince Will that it was an accident, and he began to beg the sheriff that he didn't want no more trouble. Will, driven to rage by the loss of his friend, continued the fight as Rambo incapacitated his deputies in the woods. The National Guard arrived to help with the search, and with them came Cole, Sam Truman, Rambo's former commanding officer. Via police radio, Truman tried to convince Rambo, to surrender, but Rambo insisted that Will drew first blood. Get it, the name of the movie? And he refused to come out quietly. With the manhunt ramping up, the National Guard troops went as far as to blowing up an abandoned mine to try to kill Rambo, but he escaped into the town of Hope and blew up a gas station as a sort of distraction to the soldiers and the police while he pursued Will. Hungry for vengeance, Rambo returned to the police station and managed to nearly kill Will. As the men surrounded the building, Truman inadvertently and tried to convince Rambo to surrender. After Truman reminded Rambo that he was the only member to survive of a Baker team and that he would surely die if he continued, if he didn't give up, Rambo broke down into tears, weeping and grieving from the veteran to pour out all of the horrors he has experienced in his life during and after the war. Where Truman helped Rambo surrender to the authorities peacefully, and in the Great Warrior was ultimately sentenced to hard labor in prison. Now the ending of that movie, when fucking Rambo broke down into tears, bro, that shit choked me up, because like, damn, I felt that shit, bro. Like, if you haven't seen Rambo First Blood, you need to go watch that fucking movie. It's really, really good. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it at, guys. And right now, let's get this final round going. And I'm gonna put Rambo's ending story mode from Fighting Chronica after this match. So let me see if I can get rid of this pretender. Yeah, she's definitely faster than me, but I got ways around her. And none of my moves are coming up. Oh, good move, good move. My turn. Ah, I'm about to shoot her ass. Move back, you get too close. Let's go. Ah, those aerial attacks, man. I mean, I try to do that. I try to block it, but it's hard, man. She's definitely faster than Rambo. Ooh, block your shit. It's over. Shoot her. Choosh. Over. And I'm gonna get you with my special. About to rip your motherfucking throat out right now. Yeah. Doosh. Let's see you smile after this. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Real quick, here is Sylvester Stallone story mode. Well, Rambo, not Sylvester Stallone. Catch you guys on the next video. Take care.
I didn't ask for this war, but once it started, I had to finish it. Hands down, Kronika was the toughest enemy I ever faced. All my tactics, my training meant nothing against a god like her. In the end, it was a battle of wills. It never occurred to me that for winning, I'd get her hourglass. At first, I hoped to right every wrong in history. But then I figured out doing it meant I'd have to decide the fates of billions. Picking who lives and who dies for eternity? It was going to kill my soul. I'd end up no better than those old men who sent us off to war, not giving a shit about what would happen. And that's not the man I want to be. It's time to walk away, for good this time, leaving the pain and the ugliness behind. After all I've been through, I've earned a little peace.